Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
We're off to the Neck District for a bit of waterfowl hunting to benefit a local fire company.
We're previewing the 41st annual Seaside Boat Show coming back to Ocean City next month.
We meet an Eastern Shore of Virginia fishing legend in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws.
And we'll see if we can hang on for longer than 8 seconds with the Lone Star Rodeo Company.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch. And Jason, we finally got ourselves a snow day.
How should we celebrate?
Snowball fight!
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
Anytime you can get in a blind to hunt waterfowl is a good time.
But when a hunt benefits a local fire company, that's when it's really worth breaking the waders out.
Our first annual, when we were trying to come up with a name that would kind of draw some attention to the hunt, and of course we are in the Neck District, so shooting in the Neck originated with two guys sitting around just kind of joking about shooting geese in the head and in the neck, and that's where it all stemmed from. So this was our 5th annual hunt. It was our biggest hunt. We originally started out with on the very first annual hunt, we had 20 hunters and a total of 5 guides, I think it was. And we finished this year up with a total of 75 hunters and 16 guides of the final count. Actually, months of planning, sitting down with other members of the firehouse that were on the committee with me, and it's running around to get donation stuff, putting people in the blinds as we got them, as they came in through Facebook and Instagram and email and everything else that we got it, advertised it through. It was a constant changing thing. Even up until the very morning of the hunt, we had a guide that had canceled on us and some hunters that canceled on us, so it enabled us to flip some people around and put big groups together that wanted to be together, and small groups got to stay together.
And some of these birds, you know, they've been around a while, coming all the way from Canada, been shot at all the way down here. They know what's going on, and if it don't look right to them, they're not going to go in there, you know.
It was a tough day. There was a lot of wind. It was not in our favor. Bright sunny day, which also most hunters know is not in your favor, but there were quite a few birds killed and quite a few limits taken. Multiple guns that were raffled off. My guides, every year we try to donate a gun to one of my guides. There was boxes of shotgun shells, fishing rods, and a fishing trip, a hunting trip with some hunting gear, a fire pit, all kinds of just really nice stuff. Just events like this help small fire departments do their funding. You know, it's an ongoing battle to get people in the community to help out, but this brings them in. They get to see this stuff and see what it takes to keep a firehouse operational. Follow us on Neck District Volunteer Firehouse on Facebook is the easiest way. That's the first place everything will be published.
Our thanks to Eddie and everyone who participated again this year for making us feel like part of the flock.
Coming up after the break, we're on the hunt for a new boat. Outdoors Delmarva, we'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
The 41st annual Seaside Boat Show is coming back to Ocean City.
Jason, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough for that new Blackhawk center console. I seem to be a bit short.
How much do you need?
Oh, all of it.
Will you get out of here?
Here with Charles Smith, getting ready to talk about the Seaside Boat Show coming up, and always exciting.
Always excited. Just 41 years of excitement. In February, on the 16th through the 18th, we're going to be at the Convention Center in Ocean City. On Friday and Saturday, we open at 10 o'clock, close at 6. Sunday, we're back at 10, and then at 4 o'clock we close. And at that time, we have one of the biggest functions of the entire boat show. We draw for the door prize. And the door prize is a pontoon boat with motor and trailer, sponsored by and donated by, over 35 years, North Bay Marina.
And it's not just the folks that are just trying to get something recreational like a pontoon, or something that goes out a little further out into the ocean or to the bay. It is those folks that are saying, you know what, I like to hunt. I like to get out there and fish, and there's a lot of different varieties when it comes to boats at the boat show.
Absolutely, every kind there is, except the really big ones. The door's not big enough. But anyway, we have another 50 dealers coming with boats again this year. We anticipate more than 300 boats. And then in addition, you add all that to that, if you need anything on your boat, we've got the electronics dealers, we've got the guy selling a paddle, we've got the insurance company covered the insurance, we got the real estate people, they'll find you a place to park that boat.
And if I remember correctly, there's even those companies out there that repair docks and piers and things of that nature, if you need something to tie your boat to.
That's right. All those companies are there. If it's related to water, we've got them coming.
All right, Charles, looking forward to the Seaside Boat Show coming up February 16th through the 18th at the Ocean City Convention Center. And if you need more information, you can always check it out online, Seaside Boat Show. And of course, Charles, thank you. Always good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Jason, it may not be the boat you want, but maybe you could win a pontoon boat from North Bay Marina.
It's an idea, but I may need to borrow that $10 in order to get in.
You're ridiculous.
I try.
We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
One legend introduces us to another legend in this week's Remembering Scorchy Talls.
We get reacquainted with Onancock's Joe Sparrow.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
If you live on the eastern shore of Virginia and have never heard of Joe Sparrow, you've either never heard of fishing or you've just moved in. Joe Sparrow is truly Mr. Fishing down in that neck of the Delmarva woods.
I don't think there's much I haven't caught, but I haven't particularly fished for the ray and shark.
Joe wet his first line at age 9 in his native Belhaven, North Carolina. He discovered Delmarva back in 1938, and it grabbed hold and wouldn't let go. Then eventually,
I located on Chincoteague, and eventually I bought the Hotel Russell, which you may remember over there. Owned that up until we were burned out of business.
Joe Sparrow has called Onancock, Virginia his home for many years now. He doesn't while away the winter months waiting for fishing season. His fishing season is always.
Fishing to me means my total relaxation that I really enjoy, regardless of what I'm fishing for, and even when the catch is very slim or none at all, I still enjoy trying.
Joe caught his biggest fish ever when invited on a fishing trip with Al Pfluger of taxidermy fame.
788-pound blue marlin. I got his tail up on the boat. We towed him in, and I got him on 20-pound test line.
Yes, Joe has caught 'em all, big and little, but flounder fishing is his favorite. So here's to Joe Sparrow of Anancock, Virginia, a gentleman, friend to all, and a man who will go fishing with you or without you. Scorchy Taws, wandering our Delmarvelous land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is presented by Shorts Marine, online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that the snowmobile industry in the U.S. generates $26 billion annually?
Did you know that the average age of snowmobilers is 54 years old?
And did you know that there were nearly 54,000 snowmobiles sold in the U.S. last year alone?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Yeehaw! It's time to break out the cowboy hats and the chaps.
Well, some of us are, but you seem to be more suited for face paint, a big red nose, and some big floppy shoes.
Well, if that's the case, I'll be in good company, as we saw as the Lone Star Rodeo rolled into Salisbury last weekend.
We're here with Rachel with the Lone Star Rodeo here at the Wacomico Youth and Civic Center. Rachel, how are you?
I am wonderful.
You're ready for a jam-packed weekend here at the
Yes.
Civic Center. Tell us, it's 27 years. Tell us what that means to you all.
That's right. For me personally, I kind of grew up coming to this area, and being originally from Tennessee and then now Kentucky, and getting to come up here every year has been enjoyable and fun, because we realize that, even though it's far away, there's a lot of the same up in this area. You still have farming and all the kind of great things that we have down there too, and it's kind of become like a second home for us. If you've never been before, we suggest coming out to the Youth and Civic Center. It's a great facility, and as you can see, the seats, you can be down on the floor or even up top. There's just an energy that the crowd gives, into the arena. So even as a competitor, as a contestant, these guys you see, riding and competing, they can feel that energy too. So we want to all try harder. You're going to see the old time, we call it the bareback and saddle bronc riding. That's where rodeo started. They tried to break in horses to train and to ride. And then you're going to see calf roping and breakaway roping. That's where the cowgirls get a chance to rope. That's an event I do, as well as the cowboys. And then steer wrestling, team roping, barrel racing, and then of course everybody's favorite, the bull riding.
So now, if you've come to the Civic Center before, this is usually flat. There's probably a concert stage or something going on. Talk about how they bring the dirt in.
That's right. It's a process. As you can see, they have to haul this dirt in. It has to be at a certain level. It has to be so deep for these animals to make sure that they're safe, and all the riders and all the horses. And so they start off with that, and then we come in and bring in all the arena panels. Everything you see here gets brought in by trucks and trailers. And so it's definitely interesting once you get it all put together to see it in a different way, especially if you've been in here for concerts or other events. You think, how in the world did they get dirt inside? So we can literally do a rodeo anywhere.
I had teachers say, "This is a class clown, you're never gonna be anything, Greek."
And then look at you. Look at you now.
Now, they pay to get in to get my autograph. It is a lot of fun. Go all over the United States and do what I do. It's neat.
How many months out of the year are you traveling?
Right now, about 10.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's been good to me. I've had a great career. I'm a second generation rodeo clown.
Okay.
Dad was a rodeo clown, so I grew up in the industry. I am the rodeo clown and barrel man. I'm kind of the entertainer. I'm the 30-second Super Bowl commercial that everybody's waiting to see, and it's back to the action. But my job has a great importance. It's my job to keep an eye on the rodeo arena at all times. If we have a malfunction, you hit the button and go to that 30-second commercial. Now it's like, whoa, here we go.
What is your favorite part about being a rodeo clown?
The rodeo fans, the people. I really love people. I mean, I can sit and watch people all day, and because everybody's different, But if I can take somebody's day, they've saved their money all month to bring their family to the rodeo, and for 2 hours, I get the opportunity to entertain them. They can forget about everything in their life by having a good time to rodeo.
Lone Star Rodeo is my family business. So my grandfather started it in 1949. My dad took over, he ran it for 40 plus years, and then now myself, I have a brother and a sister, and all of us, we still do it together. So that's kind of neat in itself that we've been able to keep that going. And I literally grew up in rodeo. I went to my first one, I was 2 weeks old, and I haven't quit since.
Lauren, did you have yourself a good time at the rodeo?
I had such a good time, and it wasn't my first rodeo, but it was my son's, and Riker had a fantastic time.
Fantastic indeed. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher Standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine, everything but the water, and Bell Creek Equipment. For farm, home, or fun, Bell Creek is #1. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Billy Joe Lagana braved the frigid weather to get herself a great-looking turkey, a fantastic reward for enduring the elements.
12-year-old Brianna Cardillo of Seaford, pictured here with her dad, Daniel Howard, harvested this 8-pointer. Congratulations, Brianna.
Hunter Parsons sent in this photo of a bald eagle standing watch over dinner.
Kenneth Miller, who turns 3 next month, had himself one heck of a good snow day. Clearly a tribute to us, Jason.
How so?
You're the snowman and I'm the snow angel.
I think you're more turkey than angel, much like the ones that George Ball caught on camera. That is one big gaggle of gobblers.
Joey Melvin sent in some photos of river otters enjoying the snow. Just another reason why Delmarva is one of the coolest places on earth.
And with stunning sunsets like this one from Sean Briganti, why would you want to live anywhere else?
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
And that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Keep sending in those photos by emailing outdoors@wboc.com, and stay up to date with everything we have going on by scanning the QR code in the bottom corner of your screen.
We hope to see you right back here again next week, but until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you
Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher Standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine and Bell Creek Equipment.
Three, two, one. Ish.
Oh, God.
That's when it's really worth breaking the waders out. Yeehaw! It's time to break out the cowboy hats and the chaps.
Well, some of us are. You seem to be more suited for a big red nose, a floppy hat. Floppy hat! You seem to be more suited for a big red nose, floppy shoes, and a big... I said it out of order. And then